Yo, yo, yo. What's good, peeps? What's good? We back. Another Monday in the building. It's P and P, Rashad and Dave. What's popping with y'all, man? Dave, what's good with you, bro?
It's good, man. Living the dream, man. I guess crazy weekend to say the least. We have to tell some stories. We had a nice, interesting weekend this weekend, man.
Oh, yeah. It's all we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But yeah, man, pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Man, yes, it's a lot going on. Quite a lot to talk about. Quite a lot to talk about. We'll get into it. Make sure y'all hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you're new here. So we got a lot to talk about, man. Some good stuff going on. Hey, it's gonna be a lot to talk about. But any more you want to expound upon on your weekend, Dave?
Well, the weekend wasn't really much of mine. It was more about my wife, man. My wife flew down to North Carolina. I couldn't tell y'all because I wasn't supposed to tell y'all. I was asked
Yeah,
to keep it quiet. I kept it quiet, and you didn't show up, man.
I did. I did. Well, I did. Well, I did. That's not entirely true. I
You
did show
did.
up. However, I had the times incorrect, and my wife didn't go. And so I had to go up there and drop to get shout out to our line brother. They're having a baby, so it was a baby shower we were attending in Greensboro. So yeah, I had the times jacked up, and so I showed up early, went up there, hung out with a couple other LBs, dropped a gift off, and headed back. Tried to get back to Charlotte, but yeah. So yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, I didn't know she was coming. If I didn't know she was coming, Dave, I would have made some arrangements. That's your fault.
No, nah. I do as I'm told, brother. I do as I'm told.
That's
The
your
thing is,
fault, Dave.
if I would have told you, it would have gotten the Mac. If I would have told you, it would have gotten the Mac. If I would have told any of y'all, it would have gotten the Mac. And the point was a surprise to shout out Rashonda. Mission accomplished. It worked
Yeah,
because she had no idea. She stayed at Shay's house. She had no clue. No
yeah.
clue. Had her mascara all dripping. Mission accomplished. But I'm
Wow.
glad it was a dope baby shot from what I understand. So shout out to my line brother, shout out to Rashonda, shout out to you guys, man. Congrats again. Um, the goal was accomplished. But and Cardi needed to get out the house too. So it was a win-win across the board. Get out of town. So she got her trip. So when I start my trips in July, there won't be no question how it's gonna go down. It's just gonna go down.
Bet.
So but
Yeah,
other than
man. Oh, good.
other than that, man, your boy came out with a pretty damn dope album, I will say.
Yeah, shout out to Cole, man. Shout out to Fed now. Shout out to 2-6. All my people, man. Stand up. Fayetteville, stand up, man.
It was,
Dope album, bro. Cole is about his
and
business. And
and
he's
he's gonna make history this week.
what's that?
He will be the first artist to have 6 consecutive number one albums starting from his debut. He's gonna
Wow.
break DMX's record this week because he's
Wow.
projected to be number one this week, and he'll hold it alone until Drake releases his album later this year.
Yeah.
But he can say he's the first to do it. So congrats
Facts.
to Cole. Well deserved. Phenomenal artist. And just a reminder to all you New York bias cats that the South still runs this. Don't ever forget it. Always remember that.
Yeah.
With that in mind, yeah. Look, man, Cole came through. I was impressed. I thought it's his best since Forest Hills Drive, and I might be putting it higher than that at this rate. I've been bumping it on a day-to-day basis.
Shout out to Cole, man. 2-6. Shout out to Moray too, man. He's on that joint.
Yo, man,
That's a dope track too. 21
let me,
Savage.
let me, let
It's
me
a
tell you
dope track.
something. That's my highlight of the track. But me being the hip hop connoisseur I am, when I heard that chorus, I was like, damn, I hope Pharoah Monch is getting a check for this hook.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm hoping Pharoah Monch getting a check for this hook. And it'll be dope if they put him in a video or something, man. But if they do a video for it, but I'm hoping hoping Styles and Pharoah gets a check for that one. Murray killed that shit.
He bodied that
He
joint.
bodied that shit.
He bodied that
Almost
joint.
almost took Pharoah out of there, man. I was like, oh man, I hope Pharoah's getting paid for this one.
All right, Dave. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we opened this up, and we invited a special guest to the building. And listen, we like to open up our platform to any special guests, and at this time we decided to open it up to someone that did not get a chance to come on the round table. And so I just I wanted to invite him on the show. And we got my man Clay from Pantherology. What's good, brother? How's it going?
What's going on, guys? How's it going?
What's
Doing good,
up?
man.
What's up? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. And so, real quick, the purpose of this, for him coming on the show is to kind of help his channel grow, right? So, he's like super close. Like he's super close to 1K, and we want to get him to 1K. Like we need to get him to 1K. So if you're on this channel right now and you're not subscribed to my man Clay from Pantherology, the link is in the description box. So go ahead, go over there. Let's get this man up to 1K because, listen, y'all, I get up here and talk about it all the time. Listen, once you get to 1K, it opens up doors. Just like getting to 10K helps us open up doors. You know what I'm saying? So let's get the man to 1K. Go over there, hit that subscribe button, get him to 1K. We need that to happen before tomorrow. So let's make that happen. But welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you for having me, guys. I was so mad I missed the last one because I was at a wedding, but this time I was like, I can't miss this one.
Now that's a good reason for that one. I mean, you either watching somebody have a joyful life or their demise. It's one or the other. So hopefully it's going to be a joyful life.
I hope so for him. It's one of my best friends growing up, so I hope he's going to have a joyful life.
Nice. So he just came up here to shoot. We're going to go through our regular topics. He just came up to shoot the shit with us. So again, go over there, hit that. A lot of people saying done. Everybody's saying done in the chat. So keep going. We need to get all the way up to 1K. Don't stop until we get this man to 1K. So let's do this. Let's make it happen. We got a lot of content creators. I seen the Panthers Post kid. He's not a kid. He's a grown ass man. But I seen the Panthers Post guy. I haven't reached out to him, but the next round table we'll make sure he gets on there. So, let's go ahead and get that make that happen. All right. So again, let's get into these topics. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. I know it's the off season, but it's a ton to talk about. So let me
see what you did there. See what you did there. See what you did there.
Yeah, the off season. Yeah, goal reference. Yeah, I'm guilty. Let's see here. Let me change
Rashad to the kid thing. If I shave, I look like I'm 12. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's see. All right, let me add. There we go. All right, that's what I wanted. So real quick, Dave is putting out his fantasy videos. He's got a total of 5 videos coming out this week. He is working harder than me at this point, and that's saying a lot. He put out a lot of videos. They're going to be scheduled to come out every day, 8 a.m. The one we released this morning was about the strength schedule and how it relates to fantasy. So go ahead and hit that, click the video, watch that joint. It's long. It's a long one. But go ahead and watch that joint.
This is the longest one of the week. I promise you that. And maybe we'll end it with the shortest one of the week.
Facts. Yeah, we'll end it. Yeah, it's set up that way. It's set up that way.
Because I know on Fridays I want to chill out, so I'll make it short and sweet. Simple.
Yeah.
But this week was focused on the strength of schedule, and I talked about the rookie positions in fantasy, particularly we did quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end. I went through all 4.
Yep. All right. So yeah, we'll those are on the way. So be sure to watch Dave's Fantasy Focus. He's a self-proclaimed fantasy. I don't know who donned him with that title.
Self-proclaimed guru.
Self-proclaimed, absolutely. Because again, like I said last week, he won't tell you
about the time
I was smacking him in fantasy. He won't tell you about that. He won't tell you about the chips I got. He won't bring that up.
He be out here trade raping the pathetic, and then you talking about all these chips he got.
Yo, I got chips. I got titles, dog. I got titles.
I got chips too. And I take it to the bank, my brother. I take it to the bank.
Dave be on his DFS, all that. So Dave is the man when it comes to all that. But all right, let's move on. Let's move on real quick. We had a chance to chop it up with Greg Hardy last week. So if you are a member of our Patreon, you will have a link to the full interview, bro. This one was insane. And listen, we got we'll get to a little bit later with our Panther, our PNP Confidential. Bro, this one came about is crazy. But Greg Hardy is a super cool cat. And I know he had a lot of things going on that we made. Of course, we don't condone domestic violence. And I'm not going to get into it. But at the end of the day, we did the interview. It came out. He's a real good dude. and he's in the UFC. We talked about all that stuff, man. It's a dope interview. You got a fight coming up. So hey, listen, go watch, become a patron. All it is what, $3 at minimum, and you get access to this interview. So become a patron, and you'll have full access. And we got more coming. They continue to come. We talked to Stephen Davis. We talked to Deshaun Foster. We talked to Mike Minter. We talked to Ricky Manning. Check them out, bro. Just check them out. It's a good interview. Good interview.
And we've been talking to journalists as well.
Yep.
Shout out to Sheena.
Yep. Shout out to Sheena. We got Vashti coming up. We got to reschedule that one. But yeah, man. Yo, Patreon is worth it. It's worth it. And if you wanted to know where to sign up for Patreon, it's right here. Patreon.com. Panther Nation PC. Hit up the Patreon. 3 different membership levels. $3 will get you access, but it goes further. But shout out to my free agents: Game Dreamer, John Jarrell, LL Cool YD, Lewis Watkins, Lunch Break Hot Take, Mark Newton, Rocket, Savageness, Steve, Craig, Danny, Darius, Deontay, T Money, Nick, Aspen, Devin, Dominic. Yo, those are my free agents, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my franchise players: Ace, Burns, Charles, D'Angelo, Darius Pearson, Eddie, Matthew, William, John. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate that. The support. It means a lot. And the MVPs. The real MVPs, all right? Antoine, Austin, Coach P, Kinfolk, Jared, Marcus, Noli, RJ, Austin, and the newest patron, Charlton, man. Appreciate you signed up yesterday. Did a little quick highlight on him. Hey, listen, we growing. We up to like 30-some people right now. It's crazy. The support is crazy. But Dave.
Let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell y'all something about this month.
Dave, this month, you do not want to miss this one right here. Listen, we talk about PNP Confidential. It's for our patrons only. We talk about insider stories, how we set up these interviews. Yo, because some of these backstories are ridiculous. The Greg Hardy one is crazy. The Mike Minter backstory is crazy. And we do open Q&A. Listen, we have people that contribute to this show. And we take, their advice and we take it all in. We take it all in. This is where you get the behind the scenes knowledge of what's going on with PNP, the direction you contribute. Super dope. And then the MVP giveaway, Dave. The MVP giveaway is happening. It's going down this Saturday, May 22nd, 6 p.m. And you ain't going to want to miss this one. You are not going to want to miss this one, Dave, because guess what? Guess what the MVP winner is going to get? MVP winner is going to get a ticket to come see Cam Newton return to the bank. Boy, oh boy. Fam. Who else but us, Dave? Who but us?
I'm telling you, man.
Who but us, Dave? Listen, we giving it back, bro. You give it, we giving it right back, dog. That's not even the best part. The best part is you get to sit right beside me during the game. So it's gonna be me and you as an MVP patron, and we're gonna take in this game. We're gonna watch Cam Newton spill blood and guts all over the damn field, because it might be hopefully still a starting quarterback by then.
He better be. He gotta be, man. I already made a prediction. I told that man gonna be a top 10 in fantasy. He gonna be the starter all season. He'll be there.
Hopefully, he won't turn over to Mac Jones by then. But yeah, man. So listen, MVP giveaway is going down. It's going down. You need to be an MVP patron. You get access to this giveaway. It's gonna be a wild one. It is going to be.
I might just do it for myself. I might just.
Hey man, jump in there. Jump in there, bro.
Jump in, man. Listen, man. There ain't too many Panthers tickets. You got a shot to win for $25. You might as well go in and take your chance. Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot.
Yeah, and listen, we want it, and I'm doing this early because shout out to my man RJ, because he is an MVP. Shout out to my man RJ. I'm doing this early for that purpose, so you can get your plans right. You make, because this is going everybody. Everybody's opening this. We got MVP members in Germany, bro. So like, if you want to come out and get a flight to come watch Cam Newton spill blood and guts all over, we're doing this early for you, okay? We're doing this early for you. So come sign up. Go, hey, if you want to figure out how much it is, go to patreon.com/PantherNationPC. The link is in the description box. Click that joint, and all the levels are there, man. It's already there. All there. It's all there.
But just to be clear, for the giveaway, you need to be an MVP prior to Saturday. You have to be at an MVP level prior to Saturday.
So if you franchise and you want to move up, there's your chance. There's your chance. There's your chance. So it's out there. Huge announcement. Who but us, Dave?
I'm telling you,
us, man. Who but us, dog?
And everybody talking about, what if Cam Newton ain't got the job? When you get to see Cam Newton on the bench, it's okay. He'll still be there. Like, he'll still be there. But I still think he'll be the starter in November, but
Facts. All right. So big announcement. That is the big announcement. It's huge. Come join us. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. All right, let's move on. All right, Dave, we gotta talk about these numbers. All right, because Panthers Twitter went nuts when they realized that Richard Marshall. Oof, I'm going back. I need to set up an interview. Terrace Marshall.
All right.
I know Terrace
Marshall. I gotta have to pull some more scouts.
I know. My bad. Terrace Marshall.
You out here calling that man Richard Marshall.
Pick number 88, and a lot of people were pissed off. Because they feel like that number should not be touched. What are your thoughts on this, Dave? What are your thoughts on this?
If they let Frank Alexander wear 90, then Marshall could wear 88. I think the only number right now, based on what the Panthers have done so far, is off limits is 89. That's it. Maybe one because he's been an NFL MVP. Other than that, maybe 59. But other than that, y'all just need to start bracing for this shit. You just got to start bracing for it, man. Olsen wasn't drafted by us. Olsen had his best career years with us, but y'all, if this is y'all beef, what did y'all do when Frank Alexander trotted out there with the number 90 after Peppers left?
They weren't fans then, Dave.
Well, don't worry. Go back and look at the beautiful bean footage, and then you'll see what I'm talking about.
Clay, you got any thoughts on this, bro?
I mean, I think that I'm with Dave on this one. It's gonna happen. It's happened in other sports. It's not in just football. So I think that you're gonna see more of this. Obviously, it's not. I don't think you'll ever go, for instance, like San Francisco. I don't think you ever see a wide receiver gonna wear number 80.
Right.
Yeah, right? But Jerry's different. Jerry's different. Like Jerry's like the greatest wide receiver of all time.
Right.
Nobody should wear number 80 at this rate.
Right.
Keep it a buck.
Right.
Like if you want to, they need to do the same thing that the Heat did with Jordan and hang 23 up for Miami Heat. Like,
yeah,
there's just some numbers just might not need to play.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think it's cool, man. Like, my only opinion is that I would hope that they would have reached out to Greg and say, "Yo, Greg, Terrace reached out and say, yo, can I wear 88? I think it's the right thing to do. I think Greg should have the right to say yes or no on whether that particular player gets the number. It's not officially retired, but I do think, they let it breathe for a year or so. I don't think anybody's worn it since Greg has left. So, I mean, nobody's touched it. I think it was the right thing to do. And I think they brought it up during Matt Rule's press conference that, they were saying that they let the equipment guys handle that. And apparently the equipment guys have the relationships with the players, and he let them handle that. So, as long as Greg okayed it, then it's cool with me. But I think he's earned the right to at least approve who wears his number. That's just my opinion.
I think it's the same thing with like CeeDee Lamb,
Exactly.
Yeah.
With the 88.
Yeah,
exactly. I agree. It's the same thing. Just reach out. So that got me to thinking. All right. So, I mean, we look at these numbers 0 through 99, right? The only official number that is retired is 51, and we know why. The contributions that Sam Mills is giving to the Panthers, the slogan, all that stuff. So we know why that one's retired.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, I mean, you got some unofficially retired ones. I had 90 X'd off until we'll get into that a little bit later. But I had 90 X'd off. 89, nobody's worn 89 since Steve Smith left. 59, nobody's picked that up. I don't think anybody's going to pick that one up. Number one, I don't think anybody's gonna pick that up, and 0 is just not available. So I think, you know, outside of that, I mean, really, like, yo, there's teams out here, and real quick, I put this together right here. So the Packers, they are the oldest team in franchise history, right? Oldest franchise in NFL history. They only have 6 retired jerseys, and y'all are trying to retire like every jersey, and we've only been in existence for like 20, 30, almost going on 30 years now. So, I mean, just, you got to give it a break. I think, yes, there are some unofficially retired ones, and there are some teams out there that don't even retire numbers. You look at like the Steelers, I think they have like 2 jerseys retired. The Ravens don't retire numbers, period. And I think there's a couple other teams. The football team, they only have a few retired jerseys. The Cowboys don't retire jerseys. The Falcons don't retire jerseys. So I think listen, I know we kind of, you know, want to protect our players, and I think we think the most of our players, but at the end of the day, these numbers have got to get recirculated again, right? You can't retire every number. You know what I'm saying? So
those numbers get retired for the elite level, the GOATs, some of the best players ever played for the franchise, Hall of Famers. That's why, like, while Steve Smith's numbers are untouchable, man, I think he's going to get into the Hall. I think they're going to make that man wait a bit.
And I think that might be one of the requirements. I think that's why you're not seeing it. And I know we did it for Sam Mills, but I think, we don't have any true Panther Hall of Famers yet. And I think once you see that, maybe they'll start to retire them more. But maybe that's one of the requirements that David Tepper is going to come up with. I don't know. But at the end of the day, like, you can't retire every jersey. I mean, there's only so many jerseys out there.
There's only so many numbers.
Yeah, so many numbers. Yeah. Unless they start doing triple digits.
Yeah. But I think now with the whole expansion of the numbers and stuff, it might make it a little bit easier to retire a number, because now you got players that can go with any number they want, so to speak, since they've expanded the numbers that players can wear. So I could see a scenario where you could see some more numbers get retired because of that, because now they have more options. It's tougher when you only have, like, linemen can only do 90 to 99. You retire one of them numbers, bro. That's tough. Like, retiring Reggie White's number in that era, dog, you giving up like the defensive linemen ain't got too many options at numbers.
Right.
Now they do, but back then they didn't.
Right.
So that's what makes it hard too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what the requirements are. I don't know what they're going to do moving forward, but it's just interesting to see, what they're doing here with these numbers. Again, it doesn't bother me. The only one that would really bother me is 89, especially if it's given to a bum, right? Like, if you're going to wear the number, you got to be talented. That's why I think it's on the player to approve who wears that jersey.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like, also, like you said, though, you should ask permission. So it's like the same thing. If, like, someone wants to come in and take Luke Kuechly's number 59, you better be good and you better ask. Like, I think it's just like it's a courtesy kind of thing,
Yeah. Go ahead, Dave.
No, I was gonna say, who wore? Before Steve Smith who wore that number, right?
I don't remember.
I remember.
I think I remember, but
Ray Caruth.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Part of the reason why Jerry Richardson wanted Steve Smith to wear 89 was because of that, try to get that stitch, and he ended up being the best wide receiver we've ever had.
Yeah. So real quick, going back up to the 90, because I had 90 X'd out, and this is the second time we've given away the number 90. And Daquan Jones, the newly acquired defensive tackle from the Titans, is going to wear number 90. And he on his Instagram, he showed a picture of his locker, and his locker was set up for the number 90. And I was kind of shocked by that. Like, I was shocked, but not shocked. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, like, this dude, he's only on a 1-year deal. Like, it's not like you giving it to some guy's going to be around forever. Like, you just giving it to him, and I don't even know this cat going to be around long term. I don't know if he's nice like that, but go ahead.
But at the same time, when you think about the number 90, they've already kind of gave it to somebody else other than Pep.
Right.
So, I mean, it's not as egregious. I'm pretty sure this kid's going to be better than Frank. This guy's going to be better than Frank Alexander. He's probably already better than Frank Alexander. So I'm not too. I think when they make the decision to retire 90, then they'll take it out of circulation. But I think for now, they're rolling with it. I think part of the reason why they haven't given the 89 back is they're probably trying to make sure that relationship's good to go with Steve.
No, but Steve asked for it though. He said, "Yo, I think that was part of his conditions on returning was, yo, I need that 89 retired." He mentioned it a couple times, like officially retired, not just unofficially retired. Like, yo, put it in the rafters and call it a day, yo. Like, again, I'm biased. I'm gonna be honest. I'm real. I call my biases out, and I want Steve Smith's jersey retired, bro. Like, I don't think nobody else should wear it. It's gonna take a special dude to don that 89, and if you wear that 89, you trash. Like, that ain't cool. Like, I don't want to see that. So that's
somebody asked about DJ Moore grabbing 89. He better not.
Nah, I think he gonna get his 2 back. Get his little number 2. Go get your little single digit jersey or whatever.
He gonna stick to 12, bro.
Yeah. 12 or 2. Yeah. I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah, let's stick to 12, brother.
So that's the number. That's the number situation. Again, I'm indifferent. I don't really care. 89 is the only one I care about, and I don't want to see nobody else wear number 1 either. I think Cam is kind of took that number. I don't think anybody should wear that number either. Cam, 1 or 89. I don't think should be worn again. Go ahead.
I'm kind of iffy on this one though, too. 90. I think Julius Peppers still kind of. I don't know. It's just. I don't know. I just can't see anybody else wearing 90. I don't know. That's just me. Like you were saying about Steve Smith and Cam, I kind of feel the same way about Julius Peppers.
Yeah, I get it, but I completely get it, man. But my thing is, they've already set the precedence. They already had some other guy do it.
Yeah, right. That's why this one was a little bit easier to swallow. Pause. So this one was a little bit easier to take because pause. All right, so this one it was okay with me because we've seen it before, right? We've seen it before, so it's cool. Like, it is what it is. Frank Alexander had it, so we've seen him take it already, so it's already good. So it's all good. So, but anyway, speaking of number changes, Brian Burns. Somebody just mentioned it. I had a slide for it. Somebody mentioned it. Brian Burns put out this Instagram post about going to that single digit, the number 9. And we saw that. I don't know why he didn't take. Why did he just? If he's going to go back to a number, why not go back to 99, which he wore at Florida State? Why go to a single? Nah, that doesn't make sense to me. Nobody's wearing 99 right now, I don't think. So no. I don't know, but it's interesting. It's interesting. I don't know. Any thoughts on Brian Burns wearing number 9?
I'm not mad at it. I mean, as long as he's out here still getting these sacks, I could care less. I'm being honest. Like, if he out here getting to that quarterback, it could be 9, 99, 59. Well, not 59, but 50, whatever. He can wear whatever number he wants other than 59, and as long as he's getting them sacks popping.
I mean, for me, it's like, being a Gamecock fan, like Clowney wore 7. So like in college. So it's like for me, Brian Burns being 9 kind of doesn't really bother me either. Like, and I'm kind of like with David on this, as long as he's doing his job at the end of the day and crushing that edge, I don't care.
But you know what the crazy thing is? I think more of these Panthers defensive players is doing it because of Tom Brady's comments. I'm rolling with that until further notice. If Tom Brady didn't like this shit, as soon as that happened, J.C. Horn was like, 8, Brian Burns, 9. Mm-hmm. So let's do it. What I'm saying? Get these single digits popping. Put all 9 of them out there in these streets.
Yeah, might as
see
well.
If you can get the 0. See if you can get the 0.
Yeah.
Get that man confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about they can't count above 50, so
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
Listen, there are stipulations surrounding changing your number. Like, you do have to buy up the inventory, so it costs money to change numbers. And I think I saw on Twitter a while back when the rule first got announced that his brother Stanley McGovern said that, or Lucci, whatever you want to call him, he said that he's gonna stay with 99. So it's just interesting to see that he kind of put this out there. I think it's just kind of getting the people going. But 53, that's it. He's gonna stay with 53. So we'll see what happens. But you do have to buy that inventory, so it's not cheap to change numbers.
But I guess you can hold off and if you wait until next year, you don't have to pay. So if folks can hold off a year because of the announcement, if they can hold off until the following season, then you don't have to pay to change your number. So a lot of players are going to probably wait for that. Because if you're a really good player, it's going to cost a lot of money to get them to buy them jerseys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Unless you got this crazy contract.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I just thought it was interesting. I put it up there. I knew somebody was going to say something about it, so went ahead and threw it in there. All right, Dave, you want to give us the Manscaped stuff? Hey, real quick before we get into it, shout out to my man Cleveland. He bought the 4.0 and he sent me the pictures. Shout out to Cleveland, man, all the way out there in the. I'm not gonna put where you at, but you way out there, dog. So shout out to you for purchasing.
You out in them streets. But I tell you what, it's a phenomenal product, man. Because this is your pubic furries announcement and the news you've been waiting for, man. The Manscaped engineering team has confirmed that they have successfully created the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, which is now available for purchase in the USA, United States, and Canada. This new trimmer was just released only moments ago, and we're one of the first to get our hands on it and share the news. So, Rashad, man, you been utilizing your trimmer, bro? Your 4.0?
It's dope, man. It's dope. It's super dope. You gotta keep the situation right. You know what I'm saying? Keep it smelling good. It's dope, bro. I'm rocking with it.
That's what's up, man. So you got to join over 2 million men who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code PNP at manscaped.com. Their advanced ceramic blade and skin-safe technology is so good that it almost seems as if Manscaped worked with Elon Musk engineers to ensure your testes are as safe as possible. What makes this trimmer different than all other trimmers? It's a new multifunction on and off switch that can engage a travel lock created for people who like to go on the road. The Lawnmower 4.0 gives you the ability to turn the 4000K LED spotlight on and off when needed for a more precise shave. The new trimmer allows you to customize your trim all over through additional guard length with sizes 1 through 4. That is key, bro. Yeah. That is absolute key.
It's dope.
And and looks wise.
I love that y'all put this on here because, like, I use this. I bought this one. I bought it like when it first came out, and then I use it, and it's awesome.
You got the 4.0?
Yeah.
Nice.
Listen, man, this thing is out of this world. It's got the.
Let's just say this: at the end of the day, you'll be clean and smooth.
Facts.
Clean and smooth. That's what you wanted, man.
Facts.
and man, if you want to jump in the shower with this bad boy, this thing's waterproof, so you can go in the shower and not have to worry about making a mess. You ain't got to worry about making a mess. And it's wireless charging for this one, man.
That's
wireless
dope.
Charging.
I love the wireless charging.
So if you're still trimming your face with your ball trimmer, it's time to make some changes.
Do better.
No person wants to end
better.
Absolutely. No person wants to end up with pubes in their mouth, and your balls will thank you. And just a reminder, man, get 20% off and free shipping with the code PNP at manscaped.com. That's 20% off for free shipping at manscaped.com and using the code PNP. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.
Hey, real quick on the Manscaped situation too. Go out there. They got cologne. I just got this joint. They got the cologne. Cop that joint. They got the nose hair trimmer. They got a lot of stuff up there. Yeah, I got it. I got that too. So make sure y'all, go up there. They got a lot of stuff, a lot of male grooming stuff, and just to get your situation right. So I appreciate all the support, man. The Manscaped love is dope. Hey, thanks for the pubic service announcement, Dave. Appreciate that.
Look, man, I'm here to help, my brother.
All right. So let's talk about these top 5 takeaways. I put out a video for it. It's a little quick 8-minute video, and the rookie minicamp situation has gone down. It was over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and there's some takeaways I had. And I want to give you, Dave, guys the opportunity to kind of talk about some of these situations that I came. These are my takeaways. Again, some folk may have some other takeaways, but these are just mine. But Dave, what's your thoughts on this whole program building situation? Because, we talk about the whole word program and how this is a college term, and this is the NFL, right? And there's a lot of things with the Panthers, and I'm talking about how they're practicing and the whole sports science thing with Teddy. How Teddy pretty much said how they're trying to turn football into science. I mean, they keep going with this. And so I want to get your thoughts on the whole program building and how Matt Rule is going into year 2 with the program.
So here's my thing, man, and I've always said this, and I know I'm bringing back the draft, and I know folks try to flame me because I said, well, there's no way in hell we're going to take Justin Fields, even if he's sitting there at 8. But I think the program building, I'm cool with it because it looks like they're trying to execute a plan. And if you're trying to execute a plan, I'm cool. I'm worried about Tepper panicking if this plan starts to go astray. You know what I'm saying? If we end up with like a 5-12 record or whatever. Like, but you got, if you truly believe in building, you gotta let the plan happen. You have to let the plan occur. But I'm always fearful that if we end up crashing and burning, Rule's not gonna get as much time to build. He's not. Yeah, he got the way he can build. He's got to have a quarterback for longer than a year. That's the first step.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I just think, you listen to the kind of presser. He talked about, trying to teach guys how to practice and kind of getting the Panther way, if that makes sense. And so, like, I feel like, listen, bringing in 11 picks, that'll get you there a lot quicker, right? Bringing in those guys, they're from college. You speak college. You're from college. So they kind of know what you're talking about. And I think that's a good thing. You see this team is super duper young. And I think that's by design, right? You're bringing in these young cats that are impressionable because these old vets, they're not going to come in here listening to this college program BS. And so I think, if you're trying to build a program, I think they're quote unquote doing it the right way with bringing all these young cats. Clay, you got anything to add to that?
Yeah, I think like Dave hit the nail on the head with the whole like you giving a quarterback. You got to give Matt Rule more time with the quarterback position. Obviously, you just can't base it off 1 year. And these rookies, have a long road ahead of them, as all rookies do. And and I agree with you, Rashad, with the whole like the veterans are not going to come in here and listen to that. The college bullshit. They did that. They already done it. They're way past that. So I think I'm with David on this, also like give it time, don't let's not pressure anything right now. Let's just it's obviously, in my opinion, I don't think this is going to be the year for us, but I think if you next year or the year after that, I think you'll see an improvement. And I think Sam Darnold is still young enough to reach his potential.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think, a lot of people are talking about, hey, we only gave Teddy 1 year. So, why not? Why can't we be judgmental on Sam Darnold the same way? So I tend to agree. He's got 3 years of experience. So
my thing is this. You made the decision to go away from Teddy after 1 year, right? If you make the decision to go away from Sam Darnold after 1 year, then there should be more people that's going to have to make moves other than him.
Yeah, and I don't think they took his 5th-year option thinking that Sam Darnold's not going to pan out. I think they think Sam Darnold can be a franchise quarterback. I think Sam Darnold can be a franchise quarterback because he was at a dumpster fire of a franchise. Yeah. And you have bug-eyed Adam Gates who looked like he took an 8-ball before every press conference. So I think that you got to get. I think Sam Darnold is going to be a franchise. Now, if he doesn't pan out, obviously you can't get based off of it this year. But I think if you see next year and he's not really doing anything much different than he was the year before that and not improving, then you might want to start questioning it.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, moving on to Tommy Tremble, man. A lot has been said about Tommy Tremble. A lot of eyes on this cat. And listen, a lot of y'all sat up here and told me, yo, this dude is an elite blocker. He's knocking cats out the park. And he's pancaking dudes, pushing dudes into. And we seen it. We saw the tape. But this dude is putting in some serious work when it comes to becoming a quote unquote complete tight end, catching out the backfield, working on routes. And obviously they're in shells and they're not really doing nothing. But from what I saw, the couple highlights I saw, he looks like he could play the part, right? If he can put it together, he's already a decent blocker from what they're saying. And if he can put it together with his hands and route running, this kid could turn out to be special. And from a guy that was not really high on this pick, I wasn't a huge fan of this pick initially. Mm-hmm. If he can dog, if he can put it together, you still got Darnold. That tight end room could go from a huge weakness to a strength. I think it's big. Dave, got any thoughts on that?
Look, man, I love the pick as soon as I saw him pancaking folk in the film, bro. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh. And then they showed him getting Caldo. He might have hands too. We haven't had that in a while, man, since we lost Olsen. So he's got the potential he wants to put in the work. I love the pick. I think that he's got a big opportunity. Joe Brady's offense utilized a tight end. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to utilize it. I know folks were out here talking about, oh, we need to trade for Zach Ertz. Nah, we good. We ain't got to do all that. We can roll with what we got. So I'm hoping that he becomes a complete tight end. That would be freaking awesome because we've been long overdue to get somebody to replace Greg.
Clay, any thoughts on that? Anyone?
Yeah, I think that Tremble, obviously he didn't have the biggest receiving stats out of college. But I think that Rule and Brady are really looking more for the athletic traits rather than the numbers. So I wasn't too big on it either when I graded this draft, and I gave Tremble, I think I gave him a C or C plus, something like that. But I think that I think he has the potential. And I was watching some of the minicamp film and some other, and reading some articles about him. It sounds like that he can and looks like he can be a standout tight end.
Yeah, no, I think it's important. I think it's important that this dude, if he pans out to be solid, man, a complete guy, I think it's going to be huge for this. Again, and I agree 100% what you said about the athletic traits. I think that goes for any position. On that. That's just, I think that's Matt Rule's MO. Give me the guy that you would build in Madden. And that's the guy I want on my team, and I'll coach the hell out of them. That's what they want to do. It's worked so far. I mean, some of the guys they've drafted, the Jeremy Chin's great athletic profile, it worked out. And I think that, you'll see similar results with this draft. It's just all about coaching, bro, at this point. We can question it. And then everybody wants to talk about, is the tight end on the roster? I mean, is the guy like Ian Thomas, was he the guy they wanted? Was he it? And apparently it's not, because they found a couple of guys that are way more athletic. Dan Arnold is super athletic, bro. That dude, you see some of them things he was doing in the back of the end zone. I mean, that vert is crazy. Tommy Tremble is super athletic. So it looks like they just wanted a more athletic tight end, and even guys like Stephon Sullivan, another athletic guy. So
I keep telling y'all, man, Ian ain't gonna make it, bro.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be tough.
I think another guy that I saw in the minicamp film, and of course I might be a little biased being a Gamecock fan, but Shi Smith looked solid.
Yeah, I think Shi. A lot of people keep asking me about Shi, and we got time to talk about it. I think with Shi, I just think we got to be patient with Shi. I think there's so many guys ahead of him that the wide receiver room is probably the deepest position we have. Yep. And I just think we can't expect this kid to come out here and be like, I don't know. We can't be Curtis Samuel out the rip. Okay. He's going to have to be probably a Damiere Byrd type. That's kind of what I'm thinking. A Damiere Byrd. He'll probably do some special teams. He'll come out some situational, some screens, stuff like that. But I don't really see him making a huge impact on this roster in the short term. Maybe long term they find something for him, but I think he's got a long way to go to make an impact on this roster.
Yeah.
But all right, number 3 was the offensive line, the interior offensive line unit. Yo, I mean, fam, and I hate to do this because I hate the whole hindsight thing, but I really think they're going to hate that Eflin contract. They are going to look at that contract like, what the hell were we thinking? And we got to get out of this contract immediately. And you can't second guess it, because at the time, our interior guard positions, when free agency came around, it was trash. You could not have predicted that we would have landed a Deontay Brown and a David Moore. You can't predict that. So you had to protect yourself and go into free agency and try to get a guy. But that's a contract that we are going to regret something serious. And we're going to try to get out that contract really quick, bro.
Yo, real talk. Let's talk about this, because I'm going to tell you something, man. These interior linemen looking kind of pretty damn good. Do you legit think that we could cut this guy before he even plays a snap?
It's not happening. I looked at the dead money. It's nah. They're not gonna. I think we have to. It'll add 4 or 5 million to the cap if we cut them.
Well, what if we got it?
So it's not happening.
What if we got it?
It's not happening.
I'm just asking questions, bro.
It's not happening.
Cause let me tell you something, man. Deontay Brown is looking he focused, man. He out here losing his weight.
Yeah. Both of those guys, they both have a little weight issues, not issues, but they've got to get it under control and get in the NFL program and kind of control it and keep it under good, in good standing. So we'll see. The only time will tell if they can do that. But athletic, again, we talk about the athleticism again. Deontay Brown is a big man, but he can move.
Yep.
And David Moore, I mean, this dude is, I think going to be our future center. So I really like what they're doing. These guys are going to be. I mean, it's looking good. And even when you talk about Christensen, I said this with Rashawn Slater. Like, fam, this guy if he doesn't pan out a left tackle, he's going to be a very good guard. So the interior of the offensive line looks good. So any other thoughts on the interior offensive line?
I mean, I think Christensen, at least from what I saw from minicamp, he could. I think from an athleticism standpoint, he could stand out in multiple spots, not just and he just seemed like, from what I was reading, he sounds like he's open to learning new things. So having him being in that athleticism in that guard or left tackle, wherever they want him, and if he can play multiple spots, I think that's a huge positive sign with him with that athleticism. I definitely think that you're right, Rashad, about the Pat Afflein thing. That's going to be killer with our contracts wise and everything. But I was actually about to make a video and post it and talk about have the Carolina Panthers actually, fix this offensive line, but maybe they have.
I ain't gonna say that because we still need left tackle. If Christensen pans out, then I would agree. But only time will tell. Like
unless they make the decision to move Taylor Moton to left tackle. And then you let everybody else compete for right tackle. Mm-hmm. But dude, if Cam Irvin starts at left tackle, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm just gonna lose it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I know you can't hear me right. I know I can't hear y'all, but I want to lose it, just like I lost my damn headphone jack.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, Dave. I'm gonna be pissed too because
I'm gonna lose it.
Yo, you gotta either give Eflin a shot and listen. It's sink or swim, right? Put him out there. He's only gonna be able to learn by experience, and I think Cam Irvin was a decent depth play, but signing Eflin to a 3-year deal, like I could understand if it was a 1-year deal or a 2-year deal, but a 3-year deal with the guaranteed money that he's had, and he's probably not like I think he's going to start this year, but I think he will get beat out next year. I think, but when Deontay Brown and some of those other guys pan out and start to, I think he's going to get beat out personally. But
do you think you could see Christensen starting at left tackle?
I don't think so.
Nah, not yet.
I don't think so. Okay. I don't think so. I think they're gonna take their time with him. I think it's gonna be Cam Irvin starting out, and I think he's gonna have to fail in order for them to kind of switch it over. But we'll see.
Bro, but the problem is, man, I don't want Darnold to be out here seeing goats on his left side, bro.
Right. Yeah. Right. It's a problem.
And that's the most important side.
And that's my issue.
It's a problem.
Like, I'm almost to the point where I might go nuclear and be like if training camp happens, right, and we're out here, we're watching the defense take over the offense, and it's like really bad to the point where Cam's out here losing his shit. I don't think I would have an issue with them trying Christensen. Let him crash and burn. At least he'll learn. Trent Scott's probably going to end up winning the job. I think Trent's going to win it, bro.
He could. He played okay at left tackle last year.
I would rather have him. I would much rather have him than Cam Irvin.
I think I'm with you on that.
And then there'll still be an upgrade to what the Jets gave Sam. Like, yeah, that's my point. Like, is Cam?
Well, that ain't true because Sam had Mekhi Becton over there left tackle, bro. This is a complete downgrade from a left tackle perspective.
Yeah, but we got everything else, bro. I mean,
we do.
We got the guards.
But I think he would want. I think he wants his blind. I think he'd rather feel confident in his blind side being protected than anything else. So we'll see. Sam might be out there seeing ghosts again, bro. We'll see.
Maybe he won't see ghosts in front of him anymore. Like, he'll just start seeing him on his blind side.
Well, I think the whole plan with the offensive line is obviously to identify the starters at the position they play at best. So there's only so much versatility as the possible from the backups.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have no problem if we had two folks from Grambling starting our offensive line, yo.
Yeah, that would be dope.
If Trent Scott and David Moore get that nod, I would have no issue with that whatsoever.
And real quick, again, shout out to Trent Scott because again, I think we knew this. But without him, I highly doubt that we would have gotten David Moore, bro. He felt really comfortable being here. Trent Scott spoke very, very highly of him before they went to the Senior Bowl. And without him, bro, I mean, we wouldn't have him, bro. We wouldn't have him. So that's just my opinion. But any more thoughts on the offensive line?
Nah, we good on the line, man.
Yeah.
All right, real quick before we jump into number 2, we got a bunch of people coming in. So I just wanted to say this. We got my man Clay from Pantherology here. He's joining us. And listen, we need to get this man to 1,000 subscribers. So if you go to his channel, the link is in the description box. Right now, I have the number at 913. I need 70 some people, 80, whatever. My math is awful.
We know you ain't a math major, so
whatever, Dave. Whatever.
Is that why you do the fantasy, David?
Exactly.
I'm a numbers guy, man.
Go over there. Go over to Pantherology right now. Hit that subscribe button and get my man to 1,000 subscribers, preferably by the end of the show. Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
By the way, there is 1,000 giveaway.
Oh!
There is 1,000 giveaway.
Incentives.
If you like and subscribe to my channel, you pick a number between 1 and 1,000. Comment that on my latest video. Whoever gets the closest or picks right on it, once I reach 1,000, you receive a Carolina Panthers jersey of your choice, and I will send it to you.
I like that. I like that. That's good sauce right there.
You our guys out here saying y'all subscribing. Let me get your subscriptions popping. I don't know how many people watching, but Rashad can see it.
Yeah,
but I know it's probably at least 100.
188 right now.
Listen, guys, you guys need to go ahead and get them popping, man.
Yep. So make that happen. Make that happen. I would greatly appreciate it. Clay would appreciate it. So make that happen. That was the point of having him on the show tonight, to get him over the hump. So if it doesn't happen, then I will feel bad. So y'all don't
feel bad. I appreciate y'all doing this. So don't even feel bad. No worries.
Nah. So we got to make it happen. All right. So real quick, number 2. So I'll talk about number 2. Terrace Marshall. He's in this quote unquote recovery thing. There's a recovery section of the practices, and he will go into that. And so it appears that they're taking it really, really easy with Terrace Marshall.
Yeah.
They're taking it slow with him. They don't want to rush him out there. And I want to know your thoughts on this. What are your thoughts on taking it slow with Terrace Marshall?
He ain't starting anyway, so we should be fine. No, I mean, I'm keeping it buck. He ain't gonna be the starting 2. He could at best he'll be the 3, right? So if you know he's recovering, let him take his time. That man told Coach Rule he wanted to play 10 to 15 years, so that's why they're taking it slow with him. So let that man take his time.
I mean, after he had an arthroscopic knee procedure back in January, and then he had a broken foot in 2019. So I think that taking it easy with him isn't a bad idea, even though I could see him actually being our number 3 guy. But when, like you said earlier, Rashad, our wide receiver core is probably the deepest on our team. So if they want to take it slow with them, go ahead, because we still got other guys in there that can fulfill the position.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what about the folk that say, "Oh, you shouldn't have wasted a second round pick on a guy that's going to take a round"? I'm just playing devil's advocate. I don't feel that way.
It's the same. I was when it came to the draft, Chuba Hubbard was kind of another, or Chuba Hubbard. Sorry.
I do it too. Don't worry about it.
I mean, that I questioned that one, and I questioned the Terrace Marshall pick, because I was really hoping that after we picked J.C. Horn, I was hoping we would go offensive tackle there. But obviously that didn't happen. But we went with this guy. They obviously believe in him, but I'm also on team give Joe Brady all the tools he wants.
Especially considering they didn't give him all the tools he wanted last year. They didn't draft the team offensive player last year. So I didn't have a problem with this pick. Yeah. I think, rules said they had a first-round grade on Marshall. I mean, to get him at the bottom of the second, you can't be mad at that. If you had a first-round grade on the guy. And you still was able to get Christensen.
So I wasn't really mad about it, but like I said, I was like 50-50. I'm like, I really want an offensive tackle, but then I'm also on give Joe Brady everything he needs.
Yeah, I love the Terrace Marshall pick. I said it in my video. I just hope this isn't a David Guetta situation. Yeah, because I don't want him to, continually work through injuries and never see the field. So I'm 100%.
People forget that Curtis Samuel had injury probably first started too.
It's true. That's a good point.
Like I don't think people like. I think if we have some level of patience with Terrace Marshall, considering that we don't necessarily need him to be a starter right now, I mean, I think we can give that level of patience, and that gives opportunity to some of the other guys, like Rashad Smith and some other and the other David Moore that we have on the roster to get more reps while this guy's ready. Like those guys got short-term deals. Robbie Anderson could be gone after this season, so get him ready, get him right, so he can be ready to start next year when we need him to be. And that goes back to number 5 about program building, like. That's what you want to do. Like you want to build your bench. There's no shame in that.
Yeah, it's a good point about Curtis Samuel. It took him some time. He battled through injuries. I thought he was going to be a David Guetta situation too. Ended up working through all the heart and leg and whatever else he had, and ended up being very, very good.
And then sign with the team to get his bag.
The team. Yeah.
The NFC East champion team.
That's a fact. No debate. So moving on to number 1, J.C. Horn and the Mamba mentality. He idolizes Kobe Bryant. He picked number 8. Drafted number 8. The stars aligned for him to be number 8. And this dude, I think he's just built different, bro. I just think he's different. I said it in my video. Man, like this guy, he has all the tools in the world, the physical tools. He's got the mental capacity to just get in dudes' heads and just be a pest. And I think we haven't seen this kind of this caliber player, not this player with this mentality since Josh Norman. And Josh Norman for that 1 year was great. And I think he's ahead of where Josh Norman was at the same time. And I just really think that this kid, I'm hoping that we aren't, as a fan base, the expectations, man, they're high. They're high for this dude, man. And he has all the tools. He's got everything. I just really hope he lives up to it. So what are your thoughts on J.C. Horn, the mentality, and his outlook with the Panthers?
I'll let you go first, man.
All right. I think he's just cut differently. Than any corner. Obviously, being a Gamecock fan, I watched him every game, even though we sucked. I think the guy's built like Chris Gamble, and then he's, and then definitely the mindset of Josh Norman. So I think that with the Mamba mentality, I love it because I was a huge Kobe Bryant fan growing up, and I always have been. He's my GOAT in my opinion, but that's a different topic.
Don't get that started, bro. Don't get that started.
That's just my GOAT. That's who I grew up with. People had their Jordan. People grew up. That's their LeBron. So I just think that Horn's physical style is just going to be different. I think that, and I actually posted a video today about why is J.C. Horn the next big shutdown corner in the NFL, and I think so.
Look what you did.
Here we go.
Look what you did.
Look, man. All I'm gonna say is this: 6 for 6. All right.
Here we go.
All right. I think for me, yo, man, if he's got his pop swag, dog.
Yeah.
If
Joe
he got
Horn
it,
was a beast, man.
Yo, son, I don't think folks understand how good Joe Horn was for the Saints, man.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God. The dude was good. He was an all-pro guy. Like, he's one of the best wide receivers in the league at one point. Like, so if he's got his pop swag, we got a good one, man.
Look what you did, man. It happened. We've had this debate several times on this channel. So
I wasn't trying to start it. I'm just saying he's my GOAT in my opinion. I'm not trying to like start a debate right now.
There you go. Dr. J's the GOAT.
It's like folks arguing about who's the GOAT, and then they'll be like, it's LeBron and Jordan. LeBron and Jordan. And somebody be like, what about Kobe? And they'll be like, Kobe? Kobe? Nah, but rest in peace to Kobe, man. Kobe was vicious, man. There's no question about that. All jokes aside, like Kobe was unbelievable. But
yeah,
I think J.C. Horn had the potential to be one of the best corners in this league. And I think, unfortunately, because a lot of the fan base feels like we should have took Justin Fields. I'm not talking about you, Rashad. I think you've come around.
I've come around, but I'm still hurt.
Nah, you could be hurt, injured,
there.
battered. But the thing is, think of it this way. We could have traded our pick to Chicago and not get enough for the bag. And then you would have really been hurt. So, because that was a prediction I had.
Okay, so I'm going to ask this question one more time because I asked this already. But I want to get others' opinion on this. So, J.C. Horn, who does he have to be? Like, give me a player that he has to equate to in order for this thing to be like, all right, we got our guy. Give me a name.
This year or in 3 years?
I would say
3 or 4 years.
Not this year because it's rookie year. He's probably gonna take some bumps. Yeah, by year four. By year 4, who does this guy need to be?
He needs to be a top 5 corner this year top 5 corner by year 4.
Give me a name.
Oh Jesus, man! Like he's got to at least hit the Stephon Gilmore.
You took mine.
You got to hit Stephon Gilmore, another South Carolina product. You got to hit Stephon Gilmore. Revis is asking, like Richard Sherman. Revis is asking for too much because Revis was at one point the man had a damn island. Like, you know, I ain't saying he got to be Champ Bailey. Like, I can't. I'm not gonna do that to the man, but he's got to be like when you start talking about shutdown corners. You shouldn't be going too far before you say J.C. Horn.
I think Jalen Ramsey would be a good one.
That's my name. I'm a Florida State fan, so Jalen Ramsey is the guy that I want him to be.
But he's the guy. Like he's arguably the best corner in the league. So my point is that when I and I said that on purpose because let's see what happens with Justin Fields. I got this closely monitored, Dave. You can monitor all.
If Justin Fields,
but that means you got. But my thing is that means you expect Justin Fields to end up being the best quarterback out of this draft, and I don't know if that's going to happen, buddy. I don't
know if it's going to happen just because of where he went, but yes, I agree with you. I agree.
Yeah,
with you,
that's my thing. So like we gotta tread this lightly because it also matters where somebody goes.
I agree.
I think Phil Snow's going to have this boy balling, bro.
Yeah,
because Phil Snow's been waiting for a guy like him.
Yeah, I agree. Phil been waiting. Phil, let's be real about it. Phil has been working with guys that that aren't talented enough to kind of execute his scheme properly. Yeah. So you get a guy like J.C. Horn, and then you got Keith Taylor waiting in the wings too. Is another J.C. Horn type with the man 6'3" build. He's got to kind of get his frame right. But man, once those two guys, man, I guess
that's just a different element that I think this defense is missing. And I think another thing with like J.C. Horn.
Go ahead, man. Finish up.
Yeah, I mean, I think the mix of his speed and size is rare, and I think that's the reason why we spent that top 10 pick on a guy like him. So I think then you got Keith Taylor. I think it's an element that this whole defense is missing.
Yeah, I agree.
Here's my thing. And I'm going to leave it at this. What round was Keith Taylor drafted?
Fifth.
What round was Richard Sherman drafted?
Fifth? Was it 5th or 6th?
It was 5th.
Okay. Yeah, no, I listen, we said it on this
man.
As soon as my man was hired, as soon as Fitterer was hired, hey, the Chance, appreciate this. Hey, that was a joke. That was a joke. I was thinking about it because Florida State had me so pissed. But
he was never gonna give up them. No, just like I don't know what he's gonna do when Coach K retires from Duke. I have no idea what Rashad's gonna do.
Yeah,
Rashad gonna have a funeral. I don't know what the hell he's gonna do.
I don't know, bro. I've been thinking about it more and more. But yeah. Nah, but going back to Richard Sherman, when Fitterer was hired, we pointed that out. Like he had a lot to do with building the Legion of Boom, and those guys were all drafted late. Like they didn't get any of those guys early, and hopefully, some of these guys pan out to be. Especially, I love Keith Taylor's game. He's a guy that I highlighted on this channel long before we were picking this dude up. I always picked him up in mock drafts. I love Keith Taylor. You go back to some of my early mock drafts. I was picking this dude up early because I believe in his game, and so I'm a fan. We'll see. I hope it pans out. But if we can get these two guys to by their year 2 or year 3 to be playing together, man, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Right.
Tough.
Back to the JC Horn question. I'll put it to you like this. I want to get to the point when I'm playing fantasy football and I'm looking at who Carolina's playing and I'm looking at the wide receivers that they're going up against and I'm downgrading those wide receivers.
Yeah.
That's the point I want to get.
That's a good point.
When I say, yo, Calvin really going up against JC, then that's when I know we got one. If I start naming JC Horn as a shutdown corner for this fantasy situation where he's out here doing like 3 catches for 30 yards type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I know that's not what
I
happened in
want
1
the
year.
same thing, but can we have it on the offensive side where like I'm drafting Sam Darnold like in the first round because he's like going ham?
Bro, if you draft Sam Darnold in the first round, no, if you drafted Sam Darnold in the first round, I want to be in the league that you're in, sir. That's what I want.
I want to get to that point. I'm not saying this year. I'm saying I want to get to that point.
I haven't looked at the comments yet from the video because I did a video on Sam Darnold in fantasy, and I know some of y'all are coming at my ass.
Yeah, you got some dislikes, bro. You definitely got some dislikes.
I know y'all coming.
The percentage was thrown off, so yeah, they were definitely disliking your Sam Darnold.
Listen. Look. I have no problem having that discussion. I don't know why you guys are out here thinking that man gonna throw for 5,000 yards. That's not realistic. That's not realistic, bro. You saying that man gonna throw for almost 300 yards a game?
I think he's going to. I think, be honest, just to give you a quick prediction, I think he's going to throw about 3,700.
I said like 3,400, 3,500 yards. Like,
I think that's about right.
Yeah, like I got in the range. You know, I put him at an average of about 200 yards a game. No, super late. Like I'm talking like final round late, but I don't know if I'll be starting him.
No, I would. I would pick him up in like the 11th round.
Nah, later than that. Yeah. Teddy didn't throw for no 3,700 yards.
It was close. It was like 34. You got to remember he missed the game too. So yeah, basically Teddy. Yeah.
Oh, you guys are saying that I undershot that man? Look, man. I mean, time can change it. Somebody talking about Darnold's going for 36,000 yards. If Darnold goes for 4,000, it'll be a big success if he throws for 4,000.
Yeah, if he throws for 4,000, I'll be elated.
Well, then if he throws for 4,000 yards, we need to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, hey Steve, hold this thought. Yeah, we're gonna get right into that. We're gonna get into that. Hold this thought.
I saw. Okay.
Yeah, hold that thought. Appreciate the super chat, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, so yeah, we'll move on because a couple things have happened. You got good timing, Steve. So we got some new signings, couple new guys, and we're gonna go through them individually. People, you have to remember that this was also a tryout for some guys, and some guys didn't make it past this weekend, and we'll talk about them too. But this was also a tryout for some guys that have experience. They've been on some rosters and they've been bouncing around. And we ended up signing a couple guys. So we'll talk about them both. First one was Kendall Donaldson. Excuse me. 6'3", 249. I didn't have a PFF grade or anything like that. This dude played with Green Bay. Doesn't have much of a resume. I think this is just another guy with the traits that they want from an athletic standpoint. And they said, hey, let's give it a shot. I do think he's probably going to be like a camp body. I don't expect nothing out of him, but, congrats for him for getting signed. That's, it is what it is. Any thoughts on this Kendall Donaldson guy?
I have never heard of him, so sorry.
Me either until they signed him. So
he might be he might be a body, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, I think it's just a matter of getting getting a guy that has your traits that you like and seeing what he can do out there. But yeah, I think he's just a body personally. Let me see. He was let me see. Yeah, he went. He was drafted by the Packers in the 7th round, so he was drafted. Then they waived him in 2018, signed him to the practice squad. He was on injured reserve 2019, then released in 2019. Went to the Raiders. They put him on IR, waived again. Went to the Bengals last year. He was on their practice squad, and then they released him in November. Then he just signed with us. So he's been with 4 teams in 4 years. So I don't know.
It might be 5.
Seems like a lot of injury issues too. So we'll see. We'll see. They're saying 40-inch vert. Yeah, again, it's just about athleticism, bro. Athleticism, and we'll see. We'll coach him up. But I think he's just a cam body, bro.
He's a cam body, yo. He's just a body, yaddy.
Yo, relax.
Yo, he's just a body.
Yo, relax.
He's just a body, man.
Relax.
He's just a body, bro.
All right. So, let me see. All right. So Delano Hill, he's the other one. Delano. That's what they call this dude. Again, the jersey should look should put the connection there for you. 6'1", 216. He's actually a free safety. So a lot of the guys had question marks about the safety position. Maybe this is your guy. I don't know. But ran a 4.4. PFF grades not looking that great. But Dave or Clay, any thoughts on this cat, Delano Hill?
You can go first, Clay.
I mean, the only thing I remember from this guy was last year when he spoiled Cam Newton's attempt at the game deciding touchdown. So that's the only thing I remember about this guy. I know about this guy. I know he played like 4 years in the league. I know he played like 42 games. And then, of course, he has some background with Scott Fitter. But he doesn't have a lot of job security. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit he's got a better chance to make because our safety positions is kind of, it is what it is. So I think he may have an inside track in what they're trying to do. But
he looks old, man. Bro.
He does look old, but Dave, I said the same thing when I saw this picture.
Dog,
he's only 25 years old, bro.
Yo, you cannot tell me that man looks like a 25-year-old.
Dave, he's only 25 years old. This man look like he's 45, bro. And he's only 25, B. I said the same thing, B.
Oh, and
I said the same thing.
And he ran a 4.4.
Ran a 4.4. They took the Seattle took him in the 3rd round, 2017. So again, another late guy they took. He was the 11th safety taken 2017. They signed him to a 4-year deal.
My man look like he's 45 years old, bro.
He does, bro. He look old, man. Let me see. Yeah, no, I mean, it's not really.
He probably gonna make the team though.
He did play behind Earl Thomas, so maybe he picked up some things from Earl. He stepped in for Earl in 2018 after Earl went on injured reserve.
Yeah.
He even got an old number for a safety. 42.
I know his season was cut short last year because he had a back injury.
Yep, he was in injured reserve.
So you telling me we got a 25-year-old with a back injury? I hear like
a 25-year-old that looked 45
with a back injury. With the number 42.
Feels like he's 45.
He's probably 42. Maybe that's why he picked that number. Dog, there's no way he's 25, bro.
Bro, the internet's never wrong, man. He's 25.
That's bullshit. Don't lie to the people.
It's 25 according
to Wikipedia. If the internet's never wrong, that means Sam Darnold ain't gonna throw for 3,400 yards.
Yep.
Y'all gonna have me going back and do a rebuttal video if I got that many damn dislikes, by the way.
Yo, you might need to. You might need to do a
rebuttal next week, huh?
That's funny.
Look, man.
Yo, Jared said he need to see some ID. Yo, that's funny. This man's definitely not getting carded.
Fam, yo, he never got to act. Nobody will ever ask for his ID. There's no way in hell you gonna tell me that man 25 years old, bro.
Nah, not at all.
Just trying to find the age of Deontay Brown.
But all right, yeah. So those are 2 cats we signed, and then we got rid of some dudes too to make room for them. We got rid of some cats. Dave, your kicker that you wanted to take Joe Slot's spot, he got out. He's out of here, bro. They cut him.
I was trying to have fun, man.
They cut him. They cut a linebacker, Batuli, and cut defensive tackle PJ Johnson. So a lot of guys getting cut. 3 guys getting cut, and now we're back at 90 with additional signings. So Yeah, man, that's kind of where we are with the roster. Yeah, that's what it is. So, don't know if you heard, Dave. Joint practice was proposed with the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
We play the Colts. We're supposed to have a joint practice. We're going to go up there because the game is in Indianapolis. Going to go up there and apparently hold joint practice with the Colts. And I think this is an excellent. If you're going to pick a team to practice with, the Colts is a great team. They're an experienced team. They got a really good defense. I know they got Carson Wentz, but if you're going to pick a team to practice with, go up against a good defense. They've got a really good defense, and I think it's going to be tough for us to kind of get it going. I think it's perfect.
This is game 2, right? This is game 2 or game 3? It's game 2. It's game 2.
Yep, I think so.
This is game 2 because game 3 is always against the Steelers. We always close with the Steelers. So, So this is going to be like, because there's only 3 preseason games this year, so this is probably going to be the important game, so to speak. The one where you play your starters the most will be the second game. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. The Colts got a legit defense, and we'll get to see Carson Wentz to see what he's going to be made of when they're deep.
Yep.
So, that'll be interesting here. I actually like Carson Wentz a lot in fantasy this year.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely interested in this. I'm hoping I can find like a little live stream of it or something and watch it. But with the fact that their defense and they went 11-5 last year with Phillip Rivers, I'm kind of looking forward to see if maybe Wentz kind of comes back and shines again. Kind of show that old Wentz. And I think that Carolina was targeting, if I'm not mistaken, at one point the safety for the Colts.
Yeah. Who?
Oh my God, what's his name?
Yeah, I don't recall.
I don't remember his name.
Yeah, but I think this is a great matchup. Great matchup. If it is proposed, it's not locked in yet. It's just a proposed joint practice with them. We'll see what happens. So let's say Malik Hooker. Is that what you're talking about?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I think he went to a couple places, visited a couple places, but hasn't been signed yet. That's why a lot of people were pissed off with the Delano Hill signing because we could have had Malik Hooker.
Yep.
But yeah. So yeah, that's proposed. We'll see what happens. Keep an eye on that. All right. Real quick, another announcement. We have gotten a ton of requests to release some merch. And it's finally happened. Again, this is why subscriptions are so important. This is why if you're watching this, you see Clay here from Pantherology, go over this channel, subscribe to that joint. And this is exactly why subscriptions are important, because with 10,000 subscribers, we were able to integrate with Teespring. And shout out to my man, Coach P, from the Discord, from the Patreon. He helped kind of put some of my thoughts on a t-shirt. And so it's awesome. He came up and with the darn coin design. He came up with the JC Horn design. So, hey, listen, go over there. You could just go to if you go to our channel, click the store button, and you'll be able to see some of them. Not all of them are there yet, but you'll be able to see some of the items we have for sale. And we're not making a ton of money off of these. You know, it's really just we've been getting a ton of requests about it. Yo, when y'all gonna release merch? And so that's what we're doing. And so the link is also the pinned comment. So if you want to go to the actual store, go to the pinned comment in the chat, click that joint, and make that happen. So yeah, it's a Darn Coin shirt. A play off of the schedule release. We got a JC Horn shirt, the 8-ball with the horns. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, check that out. Cop a shirt. Real quick, another announcement. ESPN Upstate. I'm on ESPN Upstate every Thursday at 1 p.m. With Rob Brown. Shout out to Rob Brown. Go to the Odyssey app, download that joint. You can listen to all the recordings. But every Thursday, ESPN Upstate, I'm with Rob Brown. Cool dude. Cool topics. It's dope. All right. That being said, that's it, man. That's it. That's all I got. That is all I got, Dave.
Mr. Newton wants us to accept Dogecoin.
Hey, listen, I would do it. Trust me, I would accept Doge for sure. I would accept Doge. I have no problem accepting Doge. It's going through Teespring, so I got to figure out how that works. But I have no problem accepting Doge, bro. I'm a Dogecoin investor, so I have no problem accepting Doge.
Same.
Yeah. So yeah, man. That being said, that's all I got. I did have one voicemail. I don't know if we want to get to it.
Nah, let's get to it. We got a voicemail.
Whoops. I did have
one. And by the way, man, before you get to it, I'm looking at my fantasy video, and folks ain't hating like that.
They hit the dislike button. They
only hit 2 out of 37 ain't a bad ratio. Like 35 likes, 2 dislikes.
I guess. Bad. Okay, Mr. Math Major.
Look, man, that ain't bad. I know y'all feel a certain type of way about it, but look, man, dude, like I don't think people understand how bad Sam Darnold was with the Jets. Like I don't understand what type of progression you're expecting, and considering that Carolina's going to run the ball more, I don't know what you guys are expecting out of Darnold. I think Darnold's a low-end QB2 at best, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's where I see him. And I've probably got him ranked higher than most of the experts too. Because even if he throws for 3,000 yards, he can still get DJ 1,000 and Robbie 1,000 and maybe McCaffrey another 800. And then you just don't throw it to nobody else. Like just because you're gonna run the ball at least 30 times. You know the way that they're trying to build this team, they want to have good defense and ball control. He's gonna be more of a game manager than anything else.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna stand by Mr. J6. I'm gonna make an announcement about the fantasy leagues very soon. I made a decision that I'm gonna have 2 leagues this year. I'm gonna have a regular snake draft and I'm gonna have an auction one because I want to have an auction draft so bad. And since I'm running this shit, I'm gonna do 2. So stand by. We're gonna have this thing rocking.
Yeah, I'm still retired, so don't worry about me.
I'm still retired.
We're gonna get.
I'm retired from fantasy football, bro.
Oh,
I don't play fantasy no more, man. It's too stressful. Too competitive.
I think we talked about this the last time. It was because you're like every time Carolina plays somebody and you have them on your fantasy, but you don't want to use them against Carolina.
I'm too competitive for.
I'll put it to you this way: one of my last fantasy championships, I was thankful to Carolina. I played close defense. Week 16. It was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Week 16. And I remember my boy was pissed because I picked those defense up that week. I was like, oh, who's Carolina playing? Colts? Say no more. Colts out here get me like 2 TDs. I was mad at myself. I should have played it on all my leagues. I was mad. I was like, I could have won more leagues if I did that, but I split it up a bit.
All right, let me get to this voicemail real quick because I think there's a question in it. Let me know if y'all can hear this. Give me 1 second.
All right.
So, Vio, you go ahead and run 16 leagues and tell me how many chips you win. You wouldn't be able to manage it all, bro.
Here we go.
It's different. Let's hear the voicemail.
Yes, with us not drafting a linebacker in the draft, I know we picked up one undrafted free agent, but do y'all see that Shaq Thompson has the ability to stand power, or do you think he's going to be going after this year? He's not part of the new regime. He's part of the old regime. Do you think that he's going to stay? Do you think he's going to go? It all depends on this year, or do you see him getting replaced somewhere during the middle of this year?
That's an interesting question. In reference to Shaq Thompson, where do we see Shaq Thompson in the future for the Carolina Panthers? And my thing is yes. I think Shaq Thompson is not going anywhere. I know a lot of people feel differently about that. I know as a player, we don't think he's the greatest player. We definitely think he's overpaid. But the fact that we just restructured his contract, kind of pushed that money back a little bit, tells me that he's going to be a part of the long-term plans, at least the immediate long-term plans, maybe like the next 3, 4, 5 years. So I don't think he's going to get replaced. I think they're going to move him around to kind of get him in the right place. I'm interested to see where a lot of guys line up. So I don't think he's going to get replaced at all. But that's my thoughts on it.
Not at all. No way. As soon as they restructure that man's deal, he's going to be here for a while, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing Denzel Perryman and Hassan Reddick and see what these guys got and see what they're going to do this year. And then and another name that a lot of people aren't talking about, and I feel like is Christian Miller. I'm looking forward to see what he can bring to the table.
Yeah, that's another one too. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like somebody in the chat's asking about Jermaine Carter. Like all these linebackers can't stay, and I predicted that Patty Fisher's going to make the team. So you got to see how this is going to go.
I'm kind of looking forward to see if Jermaine Carter can produce any of that talent that he produced last year. But I think you're right, Rashad. They wouldn't have done what they did with his contract if they didn't think he was going to be here for the long term.
I honestly, and I think Rashad agreed with me. I honestly thought that was a mistake. I don't think we need to restructure him. Yeah, I didn't think we need to do that.
We basically had an out. Pretty much. He didn't have much guaranteed money on his contract,
right?
And so we could have. And listen, I respect Shaq. I think Shaq is a good player, but I think we can improve there. That's a spot we can improve upon, and I don't think he's the guy. And I think we overpaid him initially, and then just to double down on that, I was upset at that. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dave. He's gonna finish.
Now I was looking at a question. Jared asked, "Where does Shaq rank among our players of our defense?" I mean, I got Brian ahead of him. I got Chin ahead of him.
You gonna have JC Horn ahead of him?
I'm gonna have JC probably ahead of him. I'm gonna have Reddick probably ahead of him.
Yep.
I'm probably gonna have Perriman ahead of him.
Will you have Derrick Brown ahead of him?
I think
that's close.
That's close.
I think that's close.
But considering that Derrick Brown's only been, considering that this is gonna be his second year, I probably got him ahead of him because he's showing promise, dude. Like Shaq is, considering how much he makes and everything else, man. It's dude. I don't think I got Dante ahead of him. I don't know. It's close. That was close.
I don't got Dante.
I ain't got Dante ahead of him.
I think I think Dante's gonna break out this year. I think he's gonna have the best year ever. And listen, I've seen the videos floating around Dante Jackson working out, looking good, looking smooth. Mm-hmm. Hopefully his gout won't bother him this year.
Bro, it's amazing what happens when you draft a cornerback in the 1st and the 5th round, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's some amazing shit that occurs. Some videos, some highlights that make some appearances.
Yeah.
When you out here taking cornerbacks with the 8th pick in the draft.
Yeah.
I think a message was sent to Mr. Jackson.
I think Shaq Thompson's probably a top 10 player on our defense. At least. I think he probably like number 10.
It's 11 dudes though.
Yeah, but I'm saying like number 10. So then you said
he's got to be at least 8. Like, I mean, you ain't gonna put him ahead of all the secondary. That's not fair.
Okay.
Like we out here. This fan base still pissed that we ain't drafted safety.
Yeah. Well, I think another thing with Dante Jackson, which I agree. I think that, looking at what his highlight tapes and all that, like he obviously picking JC Horns probably put a fire up his ass. But, I think also getting Keith Taylor probably put a fire up his ass too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's never good to have anything up your ass. So hopefully Dante can Dante can get his shit right. So
no pun intended there either. No pun intended there either.
Man.
Manscaped. Should we put the Manscaped ad up right back after that?
Manscaped all season shit right. You all over the place, Shad. You all over it, man. You're all over it.
I'm here all night. I'm not though. I'm not. But yeah, but no, I think I think Shaq is cool. I think Shaq is a decent player, but I think Dante is gonna play well too this year. Dante is gonna. I think he's gonna play well enough to get himself some money elsewhere. I don't think he's gonna be in the plans long term. I think a guy like Troy Pride can slide in the nickel whenever Dante's done. But I don't see us paying Dante Jackson huge money.
Just a quick question, since we're on all this, like, who do you think? Do you think Shaq is our leader on that defense, or do you think that that maybe someone else is taking over?
No, I think he is a leader. I think he's a leader. He's the most tenured. I think the people do listen to him. Again, if you really think you listen to what some of the young guys were saying in the press conferences, although he said his name wrong, he called him Shaq Thomas. Davion Nixon did. But Davion Nixon was talking about him, and he said, "Yo, I saw Shaq Thompson or Shaq Thomas is what he said." And that was I got starstruck, and so I think they're gonna look up to Shaq, and I think he is the leader of the defense just by tenure alone. And I think Brian Burns obviously is going to be a leader, but we'll see. But I think they do look up to the dude.
Yeah.
What was you gonna say, Dave?
My thing is, I think Shaq's one of the leaders. I think Chin is gonna end up being the leader.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
I'm not saying Shaq's not a leader. Let me be clear, but I think Chin's gonna end up being the leader.
Yeah. I think Chin again, man. This dude is doing everything right, bro. I think when you saw Chin, go to Thomas Davis's retirement ceremony, and Greg Olsen, like that shit speaks volumes.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is just, fam. That's just different. That's a different mindset. He's respectful to where he wants. He's seeing where he wants to be, and so I think that is huge. And Thomas Davis was a huge leader as well. Shout out to everybody buying the merch, man. I see y'all. The Discord is lit. That's the beeps y'all hear. That's because I can see.
I might have to buy that. I might have to cop that Dogecoin shirt.
Yo, we gotta have a discussion, Rashad, man. I need a discount or something, man. Like I want to get a couple of these damn shirts. Like we gotta have a talk about this, man.
I got you, Dave. I got you.
I might have to get that or that JC Horn shirt. I like that.
We got some more coming too. It's a shout out to my man Coach P. He mocking it up, man, and I owe him big, man. Listen, Coach P, like the graphics. I'm not a graphics guy, man, but this dude has been lacing your boy. So I got to lace him up. So I got mad stuff coming for him. And shout out to everybody because a lot of y'all people, a lot of y'all patrons and Discord guys and OGs, y'all been around for a minute and y'all really contribute to the channel, bro. And it's dope, man. It's dope. But yeah, Saturday, real quick, just a quick reminder. Saturday, Patreon, bro. The MVP level, get entered for your chance to win that New England ticket. It's going to be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Good game.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asked about Sam Darnold, whether or not we believe in him. Look, man, I believe in Sam, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just because my fantasy projection ain't where it needs to be doesn't mean I don't believe in the guy. I just got to be realistic about what to expect. Like we can't be out here expecting a guy who barely thrown for 3,000 yards and didn't even throw for 3,000 yards last year, hasn't played a full season, and expect that man to come out of here and throw 4,000 yards. Like we got to be realistic with the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like I hope he plays all 17 games, but he's shown that the most he can play in a season is 13. So, I mean, so when you look at it from that standpoint, that's what makes it a little bit different. Mm-hmm. So, like, I think Sam Darnold is going to be able to lead us to more wins than what Teddy did. I will give you that. He's going to. Now, whether or not it's going to be 8, 9, 11, that's going to be a different ball game. So, but I think it's important that Darnold shows some level of improvement. Like, we're going to know within the first month whether or not Darnold's going to be it. It's going to be somebody that's going to be here long term. I think a month is going to show that. I really do. So we're gonna see, and I'm rooting for him because I'm a Panthers fan. So I'm rooting for the guy. I'm rooting for him. I want him to win.
We want Sam to succeed.
I want Sam to succeed, man. I want Rule to succeed because I know if he doesn't succeed, Tepper gonna be out here snitching to the media talking about he on the hot seat after week 6, and we out here 1-5 or 2-4. I can promise you that.
Oh, just another thought. I got some tickets to go. I plan on going to the Jets game, the week 1 game. Excuse me. And I do want to do some sort of meetup because I know a couple people. I paid to put his business out there, but I think Jared is going to the game. So I might do a meetup or something for week 1 because I know people been stuck in the house for about 1.5 years. So I think it'd be dope if we linked up. I might catch y'all. If training camp is open for sure, I'm doing a meetup at training camp.
I actually might be going to the week 1 game myself. My buddy's a Jets fan, so he was like, dude, we got to go.
We got to link up, man. We got to link up. It's going to be fun as hell. It's going to be lit. Everybody's going to be back outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's time. We got to open stuff back up. But yeah, it's going to be fun. Do some kind of meetup. I don't know, probably crash somebody's tailgate. Get lit. It's going to be fun.
Hop on the riot, bro. Just get with the riot.
Yeah, I might rock with the riot. We'll see.
Go with my boy Zach. We're running riot.
We'll see. Yeah, let me know how many people going to the Jets game.
I was trying to go to the Buffalo game until it was in December.
I might do a giveaway for that game too. For the
Which
Jets
one?
Game.
The Jets game?
We'll see. The
Panthers.
89 J Stuff said he got season tickets, bro.
You trying to sell them?
I'll be at camp. I'm at camp. Yo, if it's at Spartanburg, the way they talking, I'm gonna be at training camp. I'm gonna be there, bro. That's where I get the autographs. I'm gonna be there, checking out the formation, seeing everybody. It's gonna be fun, man. I'm gonna be there.
Spartanburg, not that bad. Let me see. When do we play the Eagles this year?
Don't know.
I'm looking now.
I think it's like week.
Why don't I see it? Is my eyes twisted? Like, what the hell? Why am I missing it?
I think it's like week 9 or week 8 or week 9 or something.
That's
like that.
what I was gonna say 7 or 8.
I'm missing some of these games. Oh, here it is. October 10th. Oh, that would be a dope birthday present. But that's in Charlotte, though, right? That's in Charlotte. Yeah, it's in Charlotte.
So come to Charlotte, bro. She's some Bojangles, some chill wine.
Dog, I can't have none of that anymore.
Bojangles.
I could probably have Bojangles, but I can't have any cheer wine. Cheer wine's out of the question.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can't have the carbonated stuff.
Yeah, the carbonated game is over. No more sodas, no more beer. Nothing but scotch. Nothing but scotch. Nothing but scotch, baby. Nothing but scotch. Scotch game.
All right, so I think we're going to get ready to shut this one down, bro. This was fun.
Yes.
Hey, listen, if you have not done so, again, go over to Pantherology. The link is in the description box. Go over there, hit the subscribe button for my man. Get him up to 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully, we get a lot of views. We get a lot of views tomorrow. So hopefully by the time those guys see it, they'll wake up. They'll be like, oh, I got to go over there and subscribe. So hopefully by that time, you'll get there. But yeah, man, make it happen. Make it happen. Anything you want to say, Clay?
Nah, man, just thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. Hopefully we can do this again soon. Panther Nation, Pantherologists, don't forget about the 1,000 giveaway. Once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a Panthers jersey giveaway. You can comment on my latest video for a number between 1 and 1,000. Person who gets it right or the closest who gets it right by the time I reach 1,000, you'll get a Panthers jersey of your choice.
Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. Go over there, subscribe, man. Get that 1K ASAP. Yep. All right. That being said, man, we getting up out of here. Dave, you want to say anything else before we hop out?
2 things. Shout out to Cole again.
J. Cole, my man, 2-6, Fed 9. We in here.
And for my Aggies out there, man, go out
Aggie
and
pride.
Vote for Victor Solomon, man. He out here trying to get in the finals and the voice, man. Out in these streets, he out here delaying graduations and everything, trying to get that voice popping. So go vote for Victor on the voice, man. You can vote up to 20 times. Get him there.
Interesting.
All right.
All right. We out of here, man.
We out of here, man.
Peace.